Hello, everyone here. So today we'll be continuing from what we have uh, discussed in previous session of Instagram. This is Instagram marketing 2, as we say. And today we'll be discussing some very important topics, which are content ideation, target audience research, content formats, and Instagram post. Maybe we will cover two topics today, content ideation and target audience research, and then we can move on to content formats and Instagram post as well. Content ideation is to understand what is the content that we should post. But to decide on the content, there are some more important things that we have to understand. And let us start with content ideation. So, to figure out the basics of Instagram accounts, we have already discussed different types of Instagram accounts in the previous session. So let's start planning the content that we will be posting on Instagram account. But before we plan the content on Instagram, there are a few important points. Uh, there are basically three very important things which will help us to plan our content and figure out what content will go on our Instagram account. Number one is that we have to ensure that our Instagram page has a niche. Now, this word niche is a buzzword in the digital marketing. We'll try to understand this. So, we have to ensure that the Instagram page has a niche. You are choosing a niche, and that's why people will follow you. Figure out your niche, split your customers, figure out two major things about the customers, the demographics and the psychographics. So, what is a niche? According to the English dictionary, a niche is a position that is suitable to you. And in business, it is an opportunity to sell a particular product to a particular people. So, basically, niche is to understand our position in business and then to decide what is the product that will be suited to what type of people. So we have to understand our product properly and then we have to understand our customer. That is called the niche. So the first thing that is required is that we have to ensure that our Instagram page has a niche. Then we have to uh, choose a niche why people will follow us. So our Instagram account has to be a lot of followers. So we have to decide why will people follow us, and to figure out that we have to split our customers. And to split our customers, there are two important parameters on which the customers will be split in, that is demography of the customer and the psychography. Now, demography means the age, the gender, the marital status, the educational level, the income group. That is called the demography. And the psychographics include the interest of the customer and their attitude. So we have to divide our customer based on the age, the gender, the marital status, the educational level, the income group, and then we have to also understand the interest and attitude of the customer. Now, suppose we have to, the product is, suppose online training and app development. So if this is the product for which the Instagram page is there, so we have to understand what age people will be interested in app development. What the age will be, obviously people who are graduating or people who have just passed. So it will be around 20 years plus minus 2 to 3 years. So age will be 20 years plus minus 2 to 3 years. Gender will be both male and female. Marital status does not matter here. Educational level is someone who is graduating, and income group depends on what fees we will be charging. Suppose our online app development course will be of 2 lakhs. then the income group should be high. But if the app development course, the fees which will be charged is around 2000, then income group doesn't matter a lot. Now, we have to understand the psychographics, the interest and the attitude. Uh, what type of people will be interested in our page, and what will be their interest? So their interest can be, the young people will be interested in technology, then the young people will be interested in sports, maybe football, maybe cricket, then movies. So we have to target people who are interested towards their career, towards the technology, and also we should target people who are interested in movies, as well as the young people may be interested in some music. So we have to pull people from other areas, and their attitude, we have to understand the attitude, what will the customers think about the product, how will they rate and all. Now, if you know the metrics of your audience in terms of demography and psychography, now we will be able to make more detailed niche that interests the audience. So once you have a niche, people now have a reason why they should follow you. So first thing, before you start posting on Instagram, you need to figure out your niche. So this is the first thing that we have to understand when we start to build our content. Now, the second thing is, there are four important points further. Figure out the niche. What are your strengths? As a brand, what do you bring to the table? So, as a brand, if we are taking the example of online app development, so the strength is, suppose we can have our strength that we have industry presence of 20 years. We have great faculty to take care of the teaching part. We have people from the industry connected who will be who will be giving some more inputs on what are the requirements. So we have to understand the strength. What will be the strength? What is our strength? So if we understand our strength, then it will be better how to figure out things. Now, second thing is conduct some industry research. Now, go on Instagram, look at few of your competitors, see what they're posting about and what niche have they taken. So, what we'll do, we'll try to find out the other Instagram pages who are related to our business and online Android app development. So we'll see what others are doing, what are they posting, what other things, how many followers are there. So accordingly, we can move ahead. So understanding the industry is also important by doing the industry research. This helps to know what our customers are doing. So what our, competitors are doing. So it is very important to understand what the competitors are doing so that we can plan our strategy according to what is there already in the market. After doing this activity, we'll find a gap, like a competitor A is talking about topic A and all things around it, and competitor B is talking about topic B and all things around it, and no one is talking about C, and maybe that is a strength. So this is why industry research about the competitor is important, because when you are coming to the customer, when you are coming to your audience, it is important that you should come as a different player. If you are putting the same thing what others are doing, then what will happen? You'll have to reduce the prices. You may have to give a lot of offers. You may have to compromise on many things. But if you can come up with something different, then people will be more interested also, and then people will be also ready to pay you what you will be putting the price. So it is very important that we understand what our customers are doing, and what is left in all the competitors. So suppose a competitor is saying that they are providing job after the course. Another competitor is saying that they will be providing free online videos even after the sessions are over. So now we have to decide how will we come up, because these things are already being offered to the customer. So we have to decide something new, something different, so that customers, our audience will be interested towards our product also. So do some industry research to find out the small gaps. There's a niche that competitors A and B are not talking about, and then we can decide what we have to offer to our customer. Now go and dig your customer down. Find out the problem statement that your customer faces. Example, let's say COVID happens, everybody had to work from home. Now we have to understand what the customer's problem are there and how we can provide a better option, better solution. Like as we are dealing with the example of online Android app development course, so what we can see, many people who will be attending the course will be attending their college classes. So the course timing can be in the evening. If we put the course timing in the morning, then what will happen? Those people who are attending the college will not be able to attend. So we have to understand what suits the customer. Maybe many times people who are already working, they want to upgrade their skill and they want to come. So what we have to do, we have to understand their timing. Maybe we can have a weekend batch for those people who are working. So this can be a niche that we are providing time according to the timetable of our customers. Then you can talk about work from home tools, which can help them be more productive, jokes which can people crack about work from home. So these are also very important thing that when we are trying to build the content, we cannot only put something related to our product, but sometimes we have to come out of the box and we can present some jokes on app development. We can project some cartoons on app development, and that way they can be more useful also. So you can create a customer niche because you know your customer and their problems, your customers' problems, and how to make work from home more effective and more productive. And that's the kind of content you will be putting out via your Instagram page. Next is choose test. Figure the first three, choose something, test. After testing, measure the result, and if it works, good for you. If it doesn't work, then restart again. So these are the four things that ABC we have discussed. We have discussed about the strength, then we do conduct industry research, then we try to understand customers' problem, and then accordingly we can plan some content. But still, if we don't come up with any substantial result, then what we can do, we can repeat this task again. After testing, measure the result, and if it works, good for you. If it doesn't work, then restart again. Suppose we developed a content which didn't work, then we have to start this again and develop a new content. Like in our thing, we created a creative, and that creative was really connecting well with the audience. And then we created few more creatives, and those creatives were better according to us, but they were not connecting well with the people. So what we do, what we did was that we started new campaigns with the same creative that was working well with the customers. So we have to decide how and what are connecting with the customers. Now, picking the niche does not mean once you picked, you cannot move out of it. So check it, test it. If it is working good, if it does not work, then you can create it again. Picking the niche is first important thing to get your Instagram content going. Now, second is be native to Instagram. What does this mean? A lot of people will take a YouTube video and post on Instagram as a video. That doesn't work. And YouTube videos are horizontal and Instagram videos are vertical. So be native to Instagram as a platform. When people see your video, when people see your content, it should properly fit, it should look good, and it should be according to that particular platform. Like as we just discussed, on YouTube the videos are horizontal, and on Instagram the video should be vertical. So if we are having a horizontal video, it should not be used directly on Instagram. We can do some editing and make it uh, according to the requirement on Instagram. So let's take an example of podcasts. Podcasts are generally audio conversation that you listen to, maybe entertain or educate yourself. Now, how would you repurpose a podcast to Instagram? So look at this page. Look at how they are doing it. So captions are coming in the podcast, and also you can see some audio wave movement, and that's why it's video, but it's a podcast. It's a podcast that is converted into video, and now it's native to Instagram. So it was a podcast, but it has to be adjusted to be posted on Instagram. So ensure that you're repurposing your content. Whatever content you're creating is native to the platform you're posting. As I just mentioned, if your video is for YouTube, then don't put that video directly on Instagram, but you can use some third-party apps to convert it into or edit it according to the requirements of the Instagram. Third thing is be aesthetic. Instagram is for very good quality photos and videos. So if you're not aesthetic on Instagram, Instagram is not going to let you win. So be aesthetic, because look well sells well. So what looks well will sells well. So you have to be you have to be posting very good video with good quality videos, good quality photos on Instagram, because your profile, your everything that you post should look very niche, neat and clean, and it should be very attractive also. Ensure you've got the right mix of color, font, size, etc. Ensure your brand color is in the post, making it look minimal and not so crowded. So these are some very important thing about the content that we have to post. So before you start planning the content on Instagram, don't forget these 3 points: be niche, be native, be aesthetic. So when you have these three things, any content on your Instagram will work for you. So this was about the Instagram content first topic. That is ideation. So let us stop here, and then we'll discuss more on the next session. Try to practice what we have discussed today.